A productive morning grinds to a halt over the smallest technical hurdle. Someone forgets a login or a device drops off the network, and so the actual work stops completely. Because small businesses rarely have dedicated IT departments, fixing these low-level technical problems becomes a shared burden. The task almost always falls onto the closest, most patient employee in the room, usually the office manager or the business owner. The real issue here is not that resetting a router or fixing a paper jam is technically difficult. The problem is that these requests are relentless, and they always arrive unpredictably in the middle of other tasks. Since the fix itself is easy, companies tend to treat the interruption as costless. They overlook the structural flaw this creates in their daily operations, simply because it doesn't show up on a payroll report. In reality, every single quick question acts as an invisible line item on the balance sheet, quietly training financial resources through lost momentum. This timeline compares a continuous 45-minute work block with one fractured by a 5-minute interruption, causing a massive delay returning to focus. This pushes a scheduled meeting back, missing a deadline. Multiplied across a team over a quarter, the lost hours become glaringly obvious. A forgotten password never costs just 15 minutes of troubleshooting. The true cost is the total economic value of the interrupted customer call and the delayed project. Fixing this requires removing human attention from the equation. High-frequency, low-stakes problems need an automated response layer. Enter the Asking AI IT Support Agent Mini PC. This is a dedicated, always-on piece of hardware built specifically to replace ad hoc human troubleshooting. This network topology map shows the difference between a web chatbot and dedicated hardware. The AI agent sits locally behind the firewall, interfacing directly with printers and servers without routing to an external cloud. This secure loop keeps sensitive directories strictly on owned hardware. Because the agent is a physical device tied to the local network, this Tier-1 support layer never goes offline, just because the office manager closed their laptop or stepped out for lunch. The agent actively takes over the recurring requests. It verifies employee identities, triggers password resets, walks through account lockouts, and handles policy questions instantly. It directly references the company's internal onboarding documents and HR policies. This chart shows an architecture firm's minor requests bottlenecking on one office manager handling double-digit daily tickets. After installing the mini PC, a bypass valve intercepts the top 6 SaaS password resets in under 3 minutes, leaving the manager for complex edge cases. The architecture firm didn't have to hire a new IT department. They automated their recurring triage shift, so it runs entirely in the background. To be clear, this agent does not replace network engineers, managed service providers, or senior IT professionals. It handles the low-level noise. By absorbing those routine requests, it ensures that when a ticket finally does escalate to a human expert, it actually requires their expertise and arrives fully populated with the diagnostic history. This also bypasses the standard software-as-a-service model. Instead of paying continuous per-seat renewal fees for Helpdesk software, a single hardware purchase scales to cover the entire team. By eliminating the invisible cost of minor tech interruptions, small businesses reclaim their most valuable, non-renewable resource, the deep, uninterrupted focus of their team.